Okay. Um. So so Linda
Mm-hmm.
Earle,
Mm-hmm.
what does community mean to you?
You know, community is a very sort of malleable term in my mind, and it's a community. My what I consider my community are actually overlapping communities that I form along the lines of my affinities, my passions, my family, my friends, um, and sometimes they intersect and overlap. But within those communities are people who I have developed a kind of shorthand with uh, because of shared knowledge and shared experience, and sometimes those communities are um, sometimes it's along it's wonderful to discover it's somebody that you may know in a different circumstance is actually part of one of your communities. So for example, I had a conversation with a colleague who teaches in the history department, and because he seemed tired that moment, asked him if he was okay, and he said he had a parent who had dementia who was in a care facility, and he wasn't able to sleep because he was worried. And I had that experience some years ago, and we started talking about that, and it flowed into, and we had that's a form of community, you know, and we shared our experiences that way, and it flowed into then our academic interests somehow, because he's a public historian, and I'm trying to train people to see the totality of the artists and the totality of people coming to arts events, and serve both of them in their fullness. So we that circle, sort of intersected with the people with parents who need caregiver community kind of thing. So that's just an example of how many communities overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where does creativity come from?
I think it comes for me, from hearing stories and solving problems, and not necessarily thorny problems, but asking why something is the way it is and how it could be different, and it could be very mundane. I think I hear designers who just would look at this table and think, why is it this height? Why is this, why is it this size? And for me, it's why is the structure, the social structure, the way it is? Who is it serving, and how could it be different? How could we imagine something different? Sometimes it's sparked by seeing a work of art and asking questions about it that lead to my own sort of solutions about things in an expansive way. So
Yes.
yeah, it's hard to tell when it will hit you.
Yeah.
And you created this project in that way.
Yes.
Asking questions and hearing stories.
Yes. And Linda Earle, what do you love about your life?
I love my family and friends, but I love teaching, and I love what I learn every single day. I love the fact that I can learn something every day, and that's what I'm grateful for at the end of the day. Really.
Wow, that's really cool. Thank you.
Thank you. What a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you.